I've had this $100 Amazon radio in this Hyundai Elantra for a few days now. So I wanted to do a follow-up to my initial installation and review video. In that video, I didn't give this radio much credit. It's $100. Usually you get what you pay for. Now, this is not a high-end radio at all, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you some of the features and how to operate it, and then I'll come back at the very end and give you some more feedback. So one thing I like is how quickly the Bluetooth picks up. It does take a second to load up, but it'll come up and say we're linked already. Bluetooth connected, already connected here. Android Auto is available, plug in to connect car screen. So I'll show you that here in just a second. I can actually use the USB, which is located right here, and I can plug my phone in and then I can do mirroring, or if I plug in for Android Auto, then we do Android Auto. But if you do the phone linking, you can actually pull up like YouTube and things you probably shouldn't be doing while you're driving. Alright, so let's see what it does when we plug the phone in. Alright, so here's the phone. I'm going to plug in the USB. And I think we'll have some options here. Okay, so it automatically went to Android Auto. But if we go home, we can go to phone link right here, and then wireless auto link. I think it's this one. Exit. I might have to pull up the app unless it automatically pulls up. Yeah, so it's asking here. You can set this up to where it automatically does it, but we're just going to leave it to where we have to give it to permission. And then start now. Now we have the phone mirrored, and we're going to click on this, and then we can change the orientation. Yeah, so there we've got that. I will go ahead and pull up YouTube. And there's a lot of adjustability to the screen. You can go up and down. Since we have the USB plugged in, I do have it slid all the way up. But yeah, if you want to watch YouTube, you can watch YouTube. We'll go back to Pandora. And you can do all the functions from the screen. So the reason I wanted to make this video was because I kind of left maybe a little bit of a sour note on this radio, but for $100, it's a good radio. The sound is actually better than I expected. This is a small car, so maybe that's why the sound is decent, but I've had other Chinese radios that really have a hollow sound to it. This, I don't have that issue. You know, if you've got something you just need Android Auto, or it says it does CarPlay, but I don't have a standard USB to Lightning plug to plug into it, and I'm not going to download the app. One thing I also like is to mute this. If you push up or down on the volume and you just hit the speaker like that real quick, it mutes it. Here's some of the adjustability. You know, I kind of like this look, especially when we're not using the USB. And then on the back side right here, that locks it into place, and then it doesn't go up or down, but you do still have the ability to tilt. So I think with all the adjustability and the size of the screen, what it's capable of, the sound, how it connects to the phone, it does everything I want it to do. and this little car is kind of a little commuter car, so you could have pretty much anything you want on your drive, however long that might be. We're gonna go ahead and try to make a phone call. I'm gonna focus on something other than the phone number.
Hello.
Hey, what are you doing?
Like you're probably back home now, huh?
Yeah, I'm actually testing out the Bluetooth in the Hyundai.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. So you can hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of tough to hear you, but
All right. Well, we'll talk to you later.
all right.
All right.
Bye. All right. All right. So, as you could probably tell from that phone call, he could hear me fine, but I had trouble hearing him. I had to turn the volume all the way up, and we're sitting still. So I think that might be a problem. Let's check out the rear view camera. I'm in a parking lot, and hopefully you can see this just fine. So I'm just gonna back into the space behind me here. And you can see the camera. It's not perfect, but you know, for $100 it's not bad. So let's take a look at the main menu. So we'll push the button here. Let's go to the radio, and this might get us copyright. Let me see what kind of music we got. Normally it's commercial, but I guess right now it's not. So I just wanted to show you, these are your tuning buttons. This apparently is an automatic tuning, automatic preset. That button there. Alright, so let's go back. We're on the radio, USB, no device, we don't have anything plugged in there. Setup, you can go through and set these lights here on the side. I like the blue because it goes with the blue on the dash. But anyway, I just wanted to come back after having this installed for a little while and let you guys know it's a decent radio, definitely for $100. You know, with the dash kit and the wiring harness, I think I was into it for $130 plus tax. If you have any questions, just feel free to put them in the comments below. I'll go ahead and link everything that I have, you know, the radio, dash kit, wiring harness. I'm sure you don't need that, but I'll put a link to a website where you can find part numbers for dash kits and wiring harnesses, antenna adapters, and things like that. So if you want to install radio like this or this radio in your car, you can look up the other parts that you need. All right, so there's some of the features. Android Auto seemed to work. I didn't do a real good job of showing you that, but the Android Auto does work. You can use Maps, you can use Pandora. You cannot watch YouTube if you're using Android Auto. You would have to do the mirroring. Again, I don't recommend doing that. It is possible. If you want your passengers to be able to watch it, then you would do that through the mirroring. And that required a download through the App Store, the Auto Link, and you saw on the screen, at least in the first video, and again, if you want to see the entire installation, I'll put a link to that video in the description. But there is a link, a QR code that you scan, and it'll take you to the Google Play Store. You can download that and then plug in your Android to the radio via USB. All in all, the radio for $100 in that car, and for what I want it for, it's great. It's a great value. It's a little bright at nighttime. There's gonna be trade-offs because it's $100. But anyway, if you have any questions that I can answer, put them in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer those. And I appreciate you watching these videos. If you have a Hyundai Elantra 2007 through 2010, I do have probably around 10 videos now, 10, 11, maybe even 12. So if you're interested, go ahead and take a look through. I'll have the playlist in the description. And at the end of this video, there will be a link that you can click to watch that playlist. Thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you on the next video.